crazy. I can't wait for y'all to get to know Cheeko Fue. Say what's going on to the people, man.
What's that there? Yes,
How you feeling today, man? You look like you feeling good.
Hey, we awesome, kids. Shit. What else could we be? Shit, we corona free. Mask off. Shit.
Corona free, mask off. So how's Corona affecting? Look at him. Y'all, check out all the promo stuff behind this man. This was called making the best use of your time. With the shirt on. He wearing himself. A whole fucking brand though. So have you been using this time to really, really try to produce more? You've been trying to be productive during the time in the house?
I ain't gonna lie. I grind hard, so I'm only in the house when I have to be.
Yeah.
So like right now we shoot 14 videos in the next 14 weeks. We already got 2 shot. We got 12 more to go. I ain't releasing nothing until all 14 ready though. But we about to do it like a takeover, kid. Like I'm working, trust me, I'm working hard.
I feel you. So look, let's get into your background, man, because you have a very interesting story. So I definitely got a lot of questions for you today. So let's start with, so you were born in Indiana. You was born in Gary, right?
Yeah, Gary, Indiana, the original murder cap. Yep.
Bro, but you got a lot to live up to if you from where the Jacksons from.
Hey, matter of fact, we was born in the same hospital, Gary Methodist.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn, I probably got pictures of them all in the hall. Like, that's.
Not to cut you off. I don't think it's even up anymore. I think the hospital got shut down. I think it shut down. Yeah, Gary like a ghost town, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How long were you there before you because I know you ended up moving to Florida, but how long were you in Gary?
I moved when I was 2 years old. We moved when I was 2 years old.
Okay. So how was that in terms of moving to Miami? I guess that's really more so it's gonna have more of a bearing on you as a person, probably because you spent more time there, right?
Yeah, but the main difference for me was like my first memory of Gary, Indiana was, all right, they got these real scary basements, and they had a big ass like a sink, and my grandma used to bathe me in that sink. And I had a big ass scary furnace at the bottom. You know that furnace that's always in all the scary movies? That shit had one of those. And I remember she used to bring me downstairs and bathe me in the sink. And then fast forward to Miami, it ain't no damn basements. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's Gary's gloomy and Miami's sunny. So you know what I'm saying?
So you had a lot, I guess, a different perspective on everything there. So when did you decide that, music was something that you wanted to do? Did you kind of grow up in that lifestyle, in that mindset?
I came out my mama going, wah, 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 wah. It wasn't like no,
Yeah.
I already had a melody like, it's since I can remember.
Yeah, I feel you. So let's say teenage you. What were you doing at that point in time to kind of get there?
My very first show, it was we actually did an R&B song. Me and my little Haitian homeboys in Miami in Fulford Elementary School. We sang a song of a group popular at that time. And I was in the 3rd grade. But my very first show where I did a rap song, it was at one of my good friends' bar mitzvahs.
Yeah.
So wow. I was about 11, 12. The bar mitzvahs for 13-year-olds. So it was around that time when I like picked up actually rapping myself.
Yeah.
But I used to go to the store called Specs in 163rd Street Mall in North Miami Beach and buy my tapes with my own money because I had my own house key in kindergarten. I got kicked off the bus for stabbing somebody with a pencil.
Damn.
My parents wasn't around like that, so I had to go get to school, walk home from school. Ain't like the school was a block away, nothing like that. So I was really doing my own thing. But from a jitterbug, I used to go buy my tapes and all of that when it was tape deck. And I just had my own things going on. They used to my parents used to take my tapes. They didn't want me to even listen to that stuff.
Damn. So who did you pick up when you was going to get your tapes? Who would be, or was you getting like mixtapes with everybody on them, or did you have some go-tos?
All right, so we had a spot called Blue Note Records. If you wanted a mixtape, it would usually be in a yellow, blue, pink cover with the words typed in it if you wanted a mixtape. But we talking about Warren G, Snoop Dogg, Bone Thug and Harmony, Tila, The Chronic, like Dog Pound, 8 Ball MJG, Gangsta Pat, like tapes.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. That's what's up. So you had a lot of different influences, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So a big part of your story is that you did, a little bit of time. You did some
Yeah.
time in prison, and that I mean, as much as you want to go into it, tell us a story about that because I feel like that probably definitely has a lot of impact on you as an artist.
Well, I'm gonna start right now, and then I'll take you back. So after I came home from prison, I decided while I was in prison, I'm gonna stop selling dope. And when I came home, I started selling hope. And I say that because a lot of people give up on their dream and their aspiration and their ambition. And really, I'm a living testimony. Like when I came home from prison, I worked so hard, and I worked so hard to put myself in a position. When I came home, I had moved to Atlanta, and when I first came here, I was working for a print company. So a lot of people knew me as the print guy, not knowing I was really an artist. I
Yeah.
don't like to confuse too much business because then people will like get stuck like, oh, he can't rap, he a print man or whatever the case is. He a shoe man or whatever. So I had to make my way through the circuit, like people utilizing my print service and all of that. And then Baby D, shout out to Baby D, that's my brother. He brought me the Big Goon.
Hey.
And he
Okay.
even brought me the Big Goon, like, yeah, this dude's a killer market, killer promo. And then it went from that to, oh, we ain't know you rap. We ain't know you was an artist. Oh, we love your energy. Big on Records, we want to sign you. Da, 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 da. So back in the day, let's say before I went to prison, I was always in the street, 10 toes down.
Yeah.
I was doing the music. I went by a different name. They used to call me Nastasity. But I was really in the street. Now, what happened was it was an informant on my case. I never got caught with no drugs. Not to say I wasn't doing anything, but the fact of the matter was they didn't catch me with anything. In the state of Florida, the trafficking charges run a little bit different. So all they need is an informant, the police, and either audio or a video of you, and they can convict you. And they tell the jury that. So I had a 5-day trial, went to trial. I never took a plea. I never even heard a plea. My plead was not guilty because they didn't have no evidence, and the judge found me guilty because of an informant. So I did 4 years. I like to call it like 356 days, something like that.
Yeah.
But when the judge slammed the gavel, it was crazy. My first thought in my mind was, thank you, God. And at that point, I knew, like, damn, you've been moving too fast for a long time. Like, damn, you crazy, kid. Like, I'm thinking about my first thought, like, damn, that was your first thought. In my head, I'm thinking, like, how can you say that the first thing when I just say guilty, you about to go, they about to lock you up. You ain't about to come home for a minute. But that just goes to show you, like, that I really was moving fast, and I probably needed that time away, you know what I'm saying? So I did my time. I came home, and I hit the ground running. Went on tour, shot my videos, did this, did that, started recording music again. I was even recording music on my last few months of prison when I was in work release program. I would like sneak off, go do this, go do that, go handle business. So got to do something. Can't come home doing the same thing. Once the old you dies, you got to walk into that new shell.
Yeah. That's what's up. And I think that in looking at your story, I see that one of the things that that you're doing now on the other side of that is that you want to empower a lot of fathers who might still be kind of in that predicament. Is that something that you still?
Yeah, and the main reason is because, like I said, a lot of people think like, okay, I'm so good at this, or I got so many contacts, or my phone's always hitting off the chain. Like, this is the easiest way to get it. And if it's too easy, I learned you really don't want it. You get what I'm saying? And even in the Bible, not even to be a preacher, anything like that, but in the Bible, it say, hey, in the Bible, it say, like, if you gifted and talented and you utilizing your gift and talent, God gonna bless you in abundance. So we as human beings and men in general too, especially if we get being looked up to by the youth, they need to know, like, okay, well, what's my talent? I know it ain't picking up a phone and busting a 7 down, busting a 28 down, re-rocking this, doing that. I know that's kind of like the skill is no skill in that. You just got to know your numbers. You know what I'm saying? But to actually find your niche or whatever the case is and then utilize it and take it to the max, that's the biggest challenge. So you know what I'm saying? just to go out to everybody out there, like, find out what your real talent is and utilize it, because you're going to be blessed. Trust me.
That's what's up. Dang, you really are preaching, though. Sometimes people need to be preached to, though.
Hey, trust me, it's a good thing. Trust me, it's a good thing. Trust me.
That's what's up. So you already talked about signing to Big O Records here in Atlanta. You brought up Baby D. That's an Atlanta legend. I'm from Atlanta, so I know Baby D.
Yeah, that's my brother. Hey, when I tell you, before I moved to Atlanta, that was the only person in Atlanta that I knew personally. Like, I knew him, and I knew one other person, Tay Drain, but Baby D is the first person I actually knew from here, Atlanta. So when I came out here, I was looking for him, and then he was in jail or prison at the time. And then on some random night, I'm at a club, and I'm like, hey, y'all seen Baby D? And they like, yeah, he right over there.
He right there.
But I look around, I said, man, I walked up to Baby D. Come here, let me holler at you. And then that was a wrap from there.
That's dope. That's dope. So y'all are definitely, I guess, still linking and still collaborating, still working. Who else would you say has been kind of instrumental now that you here and you kind of working and studying the Atlanta scene? Who would you say has also been kind of helpful to you?
In Atlanta, helpful.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Baby D been the biggest, and Big O been the biggest. But I kind of like find my own way, because before Baby D came home and we linked up, I was already getting in contact with like Swamp Izzo, DJ MLK. Like, when I first came to Atlanta, I had my old telephone has so much contacts in it. I just called people and meet up with them. What's up? This Cheeko from Miami, blah, blah, blah. I just came up from prison. Can we meet up? I'm new to the city. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
So really, I give it up to myself, because I really do beat my feet. Yeah, I appreciate you. Trust me. I really do beat my feet. Like, that's for real. Like, that was before Baby D. Now, when Baby D and me linked up, Baby D done introduced me to everybody and their mama. Like, Baby D is the Prince of Atlanta. Like, dead ass serious. Facts. Big facts. Big facts, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, after me and Baby D linked up, definitely Baby D is the biggest. And then after that, you know, I kind of made my own way. Like, let's do it. Shit. Because at the end of the day, if so-and-so stop fucking with you, or if so-and-so stop rapping, or so-and-so stop doing this, and you continue doing whatever you're doing, you still got to do it. So you gotta kiss, shake hands and kiss babies. You gotta campaign. So
you're right.
I just been beating my feet the whole way, you know.